Invest before you harvest. These words do not sound well in our ears, because we want to harvest without investing, and as such many give in to the quick rich mentality or surrender to the Yapa syndrome. Yapa is a Yoruba word that simply means to go away from a problem or trouble. The Yapa syndrome then has become to mean to give up on your own country in preference for other nations. In his great mission to save all, Jesus Christ did not run away from problems or trouble. On the contrary, he died for us while we were still sinners. Indeed, an investment with his life in order to harvest saved souls later. This divine approach of investing before harvesting is already put before the people of Israel in the days of Moses, when God said, "If you will obey my voice and keep my covenant, you shall be my own possession among all peoples." Surely heaven and salvation will not be brought to us on a silver platter. We have to invest first. And the investment is to obey the voice of God and to keep his covenant. To obey the voice of God and to keep his covenant is surely a challenge and a struggle. But then remember the psalm verse. He went off weeping, carrying the seed. He comes back singing, bringing in his sheaves. To accomplish his great mission of saving all, Jesus Christ needs hands, many hands, to bring in the harvest. As it is for now, the harvest is plentiful. But what about the seed? These days, the world is looking more and more to Ukraine for as being the grain store of the world. When temporarily this grain was no longer exported, worldwide the price of grain went up, and even as far as Ethiopia, hunger set in because of lack of grain. Surely the harvest in Ukraine is very plentiful. But behold, what will become of the seed now that the Kakhovka Dam is breached? Its water has flooded many of the fertile grain fields. Ukraine's agriculture ministry estimates that about 1.2 million farming acres will have to cease production, which will bring to a halt the $1.5 billion worth of grain and oilseeds export. Truly, we have a global disaster at hand, and we are all facing the consequences of it. All this resembles closely the working out of the plan of salvation. Jesus called 12 apostles to go and preach. These apostles were seed, and saved souls the harvest. Through apostolic succession, priests continue to be ordained and are sent out as seed in view of the harvest. But which flood has covered the fertile grounds of priestly candidates? Which flood has converted families, has covered families, that they are no longer producing this devout and prayerful atmosphere in which vocations for the priesthood and religious life are thriving? Truly, investment is already needed in order to have a harvest of priestly candidates. The grain fields can be expressed in size and the grain in value, but not so for saved souls. Salvation is priceless, and so is the priesthood through which this salvation is realized, as Jesus the high priest has expressed. The price of your ransom from death I paid not in anything perishable like silver or gold, but in precious blood as of a blameless and spotless lamb. And so the need to invest wisely. Now you still have the power and wisdom to do so. Use money, take it as it is, to win you friends, and thus make sure that when it fails you, they will welcome you into eternal dwellings. These words of Jesus surely refer to peoples, but the kingdom of God is more than this. The whole of creation is groaning, waiting for the manifestation of the sons of God and to be brought into the same glorious freedom. And so extend your friendship to the whole of creation, the plants, the animals, the water resources, the air, the mineral riches. Make them all your friends. No more malicious bursting of dams, no more fights over mineral resources in DR Congo, Central Africa, and oil-rich Nigeria. No more fueling of tribal unrest and worse as in Darfur, or power struggles as in the whole of Sudan. The kingdom of God is already among us. It is already in our midst. Let us invest in this kingdom. It will never fade away, and its value is priceless. Are you a preacher? Preach these values. Are you a priest? Minister the sacraments of salvation. Are you a businessman or woman? Be friendly to the earth's resources and use them as far as they contribute to the realization of the precious kingdom of God. And all of us befriend what is in, on, and above the earth, our common home. Such a wise investment will help you to harvest not just a friend, but a whole kingdom. Truly, invest before you harvest.